Cheese? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! We're going to Chuck E. Yes! Oh my gosh! We're going to Chuck E. Cheese! Whoa!
Wow, they're going to Chuck E. Cheese, everybody. Well, funny, that's not the name of the restaurant, but that's the name I remember. Opened in 1977, Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater opened up about 30 miles away from where I grew up. So as a kid, I always enjoyed going to Chuck E. Cheese, somewhere I always wanted to go. I didn't get to go very often, but the few times I went, it was a big deal. And it was always Chuck E. Cheese. Well, I asked my daughter, I showed her the picture, she says, Chuck E. Cheese's. And I'm like, huh? That just sounds so weird. I never ever heard Chuck E. Cheese's in my life up until this past 4 months with the whole Mandela effect thing. Which kind of funny that it seems to kind of, the buzz seems to be kind of going away. Does anyone else feel that way? The buzz is kind of going away, and one of the biggest things ever happened in human history. I mean, someone asked me about some of the other people that are making a lot of videos the past 3-4 months. They just kind of disappeared. Life Matrix, Byron Preston. I don't know what's going on in their personal lives. I mean, Life Matrix has been saying that he's going to be done with doing these videos for over a month now. He said he was done, then he was making more, and now he said he was going to be done again. So I don't know. That's his personal business. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, this is so huge. I don't care what Snopes says. I mean, that was such a joke, that article on Snopes.com, where they're saying that it's just confabulation and the glitch in the Matrix is in our heads. It's a glitch in our brains, not in the Matrix. Whatever, just ridiculous. I mean, so many of you watching this right now, something's going on. There's just so many things. But anyway, I don't want to get into all that. Please vote this up if you remember Chuck E. Cheese, like I do. Like the title of this video, Chuck E. Cheese Surprise. If it's always been Chuck E. Cheese's for you, please thumb down this video. So I have some good information here. I got the founder talking about Chuck E. Cheese. He also founded Atari. I have some newspaper articles. So let's see this here.
So it's always been a childhood dream of mine to go to Chuck E. Cheese for my birthday. But my parents were not so well off, and we never had a Chuck E. Cheese birthday. So I was like, so my friends know that, and here I am, 20 years old, and they took me to Chuck E. Cheese for my birthday. So yeah, it's my birthday. What's up, Jason?
So they took him to Chuck E. Cheese for his birthday. They didn't take him to Chuck E. Cheese's. Okay, so let's look at this right here.
Why did you name it Chuck E. Cheese? Did you name it?
No. I wanted to make a chain of arcades. Okay. And I felt that probably having food would be a good idea, and because of the wait time for pizza.
Arcades, Atari, games, it all kind of goes together.
Exactly. But I thought, I need a master of ceremonies. I thought we should have...
Okay, so he is being asked why it was called Chuck E. Cheese, and they're talking about the restaurant. Now, it's easy to find information where it says Chuck E. Cheese, where they're referring to the mascot, like you just said. The mouse is named Chuck E. Cheese. That's the name of the mouse. So doing my research, I had to make sure that they're referring to the restaurant, not to the mascot. But there's so much reality residue for this one. It was just so easy to put this all together. One other thing I wanted to throw in here, this doesn't have to do with Chuck E. Cheese, but I thought this was interesting. We got a Sex in the City. She asked him about Sex in the City. Check this out.
Stand out on the Valley Girl show,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Be unique.
I really don't look good in pink.
Here we go.
I have a question before we get started.
Okay.
It's really important. Are you related to Candace Bushnell?
I think so.
Who wrote Sex in the City?
Yeah.
Have you seen Sex in the City?
Oh, yes.
Who do you think you are?
Okay, now it sounds like she says Sex in the City. But I haven't done a video on this because I saw those ones where people had put together, a bunch of people saying Sex in the City at award shows. If you say it fast, it sounds like either one. So I haven't really touched on that. I remember Sex in the City, but anyway, let's move along.
As part of the deal to sell Atari, Bushnell received a small pizza place that Atari owned and had invested in animatronics characters that could sing and dance. This was Pizza Time Theater, or Chuck E. Cheese. Bushnell took this little one-store national.
This was Pizza Time Theater or Chuck E. Cheese. Okay, now what I wanted to show you was, this is Logopedia. I come here now anytime I see one of these logos that might be different. 1977 to 1981, Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater. Founded as Chuck E. Cheese's in 1977. But all these people are talking about Chuck E. Cheese. Even the founder calls it Chuck E. Cheese, when I founded Chuck E. Cheese. So 81 to 88, Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater, Chuck E. Cheese's, all the way through. It's always been Chuck E. Cheese's, apostrophe S. Okay, Chuck E. Cheese's, 2012 to present. This is what it's always been, but that's not what people call it. And sure, you can say, oh, they just leave off the S, but why? If the name of the restaurant's Chuck E. Cheese's, why don't we call it Chuck E. Cheese's? You know, I'm just tired of this, oh, well, we'll just misremember, or, you know, people just call it without the S. No, I'm not buying that. Chuck E. Cheese's, formerly Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater, in San Jose, California, was the first location to open in 1977. Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater. That's not how it's referred to as the founder. Here, I'll show you here.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about Chuck E. Cheese? How did that happen?
Chuck E. Cheese was started inside Atari as a way to vertically integrate towards our market. We were selling games for $1,200 to $1,500 that in their lifetime would often earn $50,000.
Okay, so the founder, Nolan Bushnell, says Chuck E. Cheese was founded. I can't find any information where it was ever named that. Why doesn't he say Chuck E. Cheese's? That's the name of his business. Well, he's recalling the reality that I spent a lot of time in, that I lived in, that I was conscious of. My consciousness shifted, and now, you know, I'm conscious of this reality. That's what I believe is going on here.
Chuck E. Cheese. I had heard rumors of an animal rock band that played songs about pizza.
Chuck E. Cheese, okay, right there. It said Chuck E. Cheese's, but he calls it Chuck E. Cheese. So he sees that you need a kid in order to go in here. Or you don't need a kid, but he realized it'd be better to bring a kid. So he goes to his buddy's house.
Do you know Chuck E. Cheese?
I do know Chuck E. Cheese.
Do you know that there's a band of robots that play while you eat pizza there?
Yes.
Do you know that you can only go with a child? Do you think Scout would like to go to Chuck E. Cheese?
You wanna go Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah! Let's do it.
Want to go to Chuck E. Cheese, not Chuck E. Cheese's. They weren't talking about the mascot. They were talking about the restaurant right there. Here's one more reference to the name that I always remembered.
Right. We're headed to Chuck E. Cheese, where a kid can be a kid. Right. We're headed to Chuck E. Cheese, where a kid can be a kid, to go to Hadley's 5th birthday party.
That's right. Headed to Chuck E. Cheese. That's what he remembers. So we have a few newspaper articles here with some reality residue. 1985, City Council gives Chuck E. Cheese okay to sell liquor despite concern. Permit to sell liquor. Liquor with kids. Next article I found in my research. The Herald Journal, February 9th, 2001. Chuck E. Cheese is looking for a few good people. Currently seeking day shift employees. Okay? Chuck E. Cheese. Well, funny that the person who works there, who probably submitted this article, doesn't know the name of the restaurant they work at. Proving my point that it was always Chuck E. Cheese. That's what I grew up with. Chuck E. Cheese sells fantasy along with its piping hot pizza. San Jose, California, the combination of pizza, Pac-Man, and performing robots is fast making Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theaters a fantasy come true. Okay, that's what I remember, but in this reality, it's never been Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater. We have a 1984 article, Chuck E. Cheese, open. The Chuck E. Cheese restaurant, located in Bowling Green, is totally owned by Family Entertainment, blah, blah, blah. Which has exclusive rights of operation of Chuck E. Cheese restaurants. Okay? Well, whoever wrote this article was living in my old reality. Restaurant won't close, despite the fact that corporation associated with its parent company filed for bankruptcy. Chapter 13, Chuck E. Cheese restaurants in California. The Chuck E. Cheese restaurant in Bowling Green will remain open. Okay? I think you get the point. A shooting rampage. I wasn't going to put this in here. It's not such a great news article. But to make the point, at the Chuck E. Cheese restaurant in this Denver suburb. Please thumb this up if you remember Chuck E. Cheese. Please thumb down the article if you remember Chuck E. Cheese's. That's about it for today. I'm going to be coming up with more videos. There's so many videos I could make. Maybe you could leave some suggestions down below in the comment section. If there's something you want to see, I'll list all the other voting videos down below in the more info section if you want to check out any of them. It's amazing the amount of thumb up to thumb down, the ratio for some of these videos. Not sure exactly what's going on. I'm wondering if something is going to get really crazy at some point, which is very possible now. You know, something kind of odd happened to me last night. I saw videos from months ago talking about the street lights flipping. And I looked at it and just wasn't sure. It seemed like I could remember the green on the top. But it looks okay now. And I've been driving for, 25 plus years. And I drive a lot. So I was out there last night and it just kind of hit me. They all looked upside down all of a sudden. It was a really weird thing because I've already heard about this. But just out of the blue, I'm just driving along and wow, all those stoplights look upside down. And I looked at all of them down the street. It was nighttime. It was like midnight, 1 in the morning. There were hardly any cars on the road. I could see stoplight after stoplight, as I looked down the road, and they all looked upside down. And then I was tripping off that all night. So maybe that just hit me. Something triggered, and I don't know. It's just a really weird thing because I had known about it. I knew there were Mandela effect videos being made on that. I looked at it. I couldn't really, make a conclusive decision on whether I always knew it as the other way or not. So I didn't do videos on it, but that was kind of odd. So maybe leave a comment if it seems like the traffic lights have flipped for you. But okay, everyone. We will just continue on with this. I hope that everyone is feeling more comfortable with, understanding and dealing with this. This is a hard thing to deal with. I'm thinking that a lot of people that don't notice anything being different, maybe they couldn't handle this. This is almost like a thing where they announce UFOs are here and they start flying around and some people just have heart attacks. They start dying and shit. They can't handle it. I think there's a lot of people who couldn't handle this. This is a hell of a thing. And to have all these people just, making their shots at us going, oh, you just got a bad memory. The Mandela effect means dumbass and all the stupid shit. It's just ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. But it's also very hard to prove to these people that, that we know that there's something has gone on. So one of the biggest things that happen in human history, I don't think you're going to see it on the mainstream media. And it's just a bizarre thing. But anyway, that's it. I'm sorry for rambling, everybody. If you're still with me, I will talk to everybody.